You're right, I see.
I know where that South Knox. I'm not sure who that is up there, but...
Hey, it's Friday night. What else you going to do?
Yeah. You know, Alan mentioned about things to look for. Tonight in the JV game, Barr-Reeve, I noticed, had 5 service errors at least, and I was totally uncharacteristic.
Yeah, well, actually, I was sitting with my father, and he mentioned you never see Barr-Reeve with a lot of service errors, but in that JV game, even though they won it, they did have a little bit more than their coach would like, I'm sure. The starting lineup for the Lady Lions, a couple of seniors out there, Mariah Whiteside along with Addison Dant, a third senior, Lauren Walton. And they will start Hannah Lamar is the libero, and Hannah is the 4th senior to start. A 5th senior on the team that will get some action tonight, I'm sure, is Brooke Nante. Demi Richardson is the center, sophomore center for the Lady Lions. And on the front row will be sophomore 6'1", Christina Ziegler. And sophomore 6' Michaela Beasley. Now, they don't play on the front row at the same time. They have one on the back row, Michaela typically, and when she's on the back row, Christine will come in on the front row. Lady Lions, of course, coached by Lacey Wade in her 2nd year, 27-5 last year, 17-1 this year. And when she took over, the cupboard wasn't empty, but well, she had some youth to work with, didn't she?
Definitely had some youth to work with, and you know, the freshmen are sophomores this year, and that's the difference that we're looking at between this time last year and this time this year. They hit the ball a heck of a lot harder than they did last year, and they block a lot better than they did last year as well.
Ty Harmon, a senior, leads the Lady Vikings in almost every category. Another senior is Haley Taylor, and those two aren't real tall, but boy, they pack a bunch of dynamite for as small as they are.
And you look at some of the other, Anea Cisco, she's another one, not very much, not very high, but
and she's just a sophomore. Corey Cummings is the starter. The libero for Barr-Reeve is junior Tanisha Graber.
And another thing that you look at between both teams, the success for these volleyball teams comes from kids that play volleyball year-round, and we didn't even know what club volleyball was about 10, 15 years ago, and guess what? There's probably several on both teams that played club volleyball.
Jenna Nepp, a sophomore, Anea Cisco, a sophomore, and freshman Tierra Kinney round out the starting lineup for Coach Amber DeCourcy's Lady Vikings. You know, you talk about teams that are here. I'm sure the 8th grade teams for both Barr-Reeve and Loogootee are here, and they meet up tomorrow in the first game of the Blue Chip Conference at 9 o'clock in the morning over in South Knox, and that's where it's built, of course, in the younger grades. And whenever you have kids like that, look at this type of crowd. They can't wait for this time next year to get out here.
And that's one of the things that Brian Hughes talked about, a Loogootee Barr-Reeve rivalry in basketball. Look at this in girls volleyball. With this amount of people in a gymnasium to watch a volleyball match, that just shows how special this rivalry is, and well, how both communities don't really like each other and want to beat, put a mark on the other one and win. But it just shows how big this rivalry is. We're almost full here at Barr-Reeve.
You're talking about the records, or the 8th grade playing tomorrow. Barr-Reeve, I know, comes in, I think they're 11-0, and of course their 7th grade is 13-1, and I think they played once already this year.
They did.
And then I think they got a regular season game maybe to go to.
Next game, Tuesday.
Is it?
Last year, the 8th grade, which was 7th graders, beat Barr-Reeve twice, and then Barr-Reeve started the season, beat them pretty good. So it's a rival even at that level, no question about it. Well, we're ready to go. The Barr-Reeve Lady Vikings student section jumping up and down. The Lady Lion fans are ready to go as well. The Lady Lions will serve first. It'll be Addison Dant to serve for the Lady Lions in the back row. It's Taya Harmon, along with Tanisha Graber and Haley Taylor. At about 7:12, Friday night. Here we go, the first serve of the match. Dug up by Taylor. Set up by Cummings on the right side, and there's the first point to Taya Harmon on the kill in the back row center.
Boy, nice bump from the back by Taylor, and as we said, from the back row to the set, and then the kill there by Taya Harmon.
Anea Cisco and Lindsay Graber come in. Graber will serve. 1-0 Lady Vikes. It'll be Dant, Lamar, and Whiteside in the back row, and it's dug up by Lamar. Good pass to Richardson. In the middle, Beasley, and it's 1-1.
Well, a nice little short set by Demi Richardson to Bees that time, and she hammered one down.
That's what the Lady Lions always tried to do, and Barr-Reeve did too. The Lady Lions with Taylor Whitmer, first point, establish it. So do the Lady Vikings with Hillary, of course. 1-1 the score. Demi Richardson, sophomore serving. Graber hits it up. There's the set by Jenna Nepp. Hit over and out by Haley Taylor. 2-1 Lady Lions.
Well, Haley tried to place that one that time, and just a little too hard as it sailed just wide of the line.
Demi Richardson leads the Lady Lions in points with 190. And there's almost an ace, but it's served out. So the first service error goes to the Lady Lions, and it ties it up 2 apiece.
Both teams a little tight coming out here to start off this matchup.
They'll loosen up. Jenna Nepp will serve. Into the game, Cassidy Helms now for the Lady Vikings up front. The serve dug up by Lamar, not a particularly good pass. Richardson goes after it, and Lauren Walton mistimes that one. Points to the Vikings. Mistiming deluxe that time as Lauren caught that one as it was well on its way to the floor. Maybe a little tight there. 3-2. The next one by Jenna Nepp, served up, hit it by Lamar. Richardson, and a tough set. 4-2. Lady Vikings get it. The pass was more toward the net. Demi had to almost dig it out and went backwards, and that's never good. Boy, and mistakes like that are not going to be key in this one because you're not going to be able to have very many of those and come away with the win. 4-2. Lady Vikes. Nepp serve is an ace. Right between Lamar and Dan, both of them looking at each other. You don't see that among Loogootee's back row very often, at least not this year. It's 5-2 Lady Vikings. No communication there. Nepp to serve again. Dug up by Remington Wagler's in the game. A nice pass. Far set to Walton. This time Walton gets the point. Off the block attempt by Cassidy Helms, and it's 5-3 Lady Vikings here in game 1. Good try on the block. Double block there on the front row for Barr-Reeve, but bounced out of bounds. Point for Loogootee. Michaela Beasley serve is an ace off the arm of Haley Taylor. Well, Haley tried to sidearm that one and caught it a little knuckleball, which sailed it backwards instead of forward that time. Didn't get in the position in front of it like she wanted to, and it's 5-4. Beasley now goes for the tie. The serve is another ace, this time off the hand in the back row of Lindsey Graber. That must be a little harder than what it looks like, Alan. Like you said, a knuckleball. That's what those ladies are seeing. Boy, that thing is dropping. It's deceiving. 5-5. Next serve by Beasley is almost down. It's another ace. And boy, and Beasley is just placing it now. She's moving the ball all over the back line for Barr-Reeve. First lead of the game for the Lady Lions. I think Cassidy thought, is it going to go out? Nope, she hit it, and she was not in position. So 6-5 Lady Lions. Beasley's next serve. Graber, this time a good pass. Nepp, Harmon, and it is out. Was a tip? That's the question. Nope, 7-5 Lady Lions. Went off the net and over to the far side. Beasley again will serve. And it's another nice serve, and there is Harmon this time, and it's out again. Well, and Harmon put it at the same place there, and she's having a little trouble with range here tonight. Timeout, Coach DeCourcy. The Lady Lions are on a 6-0 run. Here in game 1, they lead the Lady Vikings 8-5. Back after this on LoogooteeTribune.com.
Trailer Fertilizer and Trailer Trucking. Family owned and locally operated, serving the area since 1957. Stop in today or call Trailer Fertilizer or Trailer Trucking at 486-3285 and online at trailerfertilizerservice.com.
Hello, this is State Representative Mark Messmer, wishing the area girl volleyball teams the best of luck and thanking you for all your support. Paid for by markmesmer.com.
Divine Chiropractic at 404 JFK Avenue in Loogootee offers gentle techniques, x-rays, pain management, extremity adjustment, and therapies. We also accept insurance. Call Divine Chiropractic at 295-5600.
Michaela Beasley's next serve, and it's going to be a point called to the Vikings, a tip-off the Lady Lions, but even that one was a hard serve received, but the Lady Vikings kept it alive and got the point. So a run of 6 in a row by Beasley makes it 8-6. Now Taya Harmon with her one-handed jump serve. Passed up by Dant. Richardson to Ziegler's into the game, and she gets the point.
Boy, and Zig got the benefit of the bounce into the net that time, and that's the best thing to be unpredictable. And that time, you can't predict where it's coming down when the net's involved.
As long as you get it on the right side, and that time she did for the Lions, 9-6. Lauren Walton, her serve. Dug up by Harmon. Nepp has to chase after it. Taylor for the kill. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to Barr-Reeves. The Lady Vikings get the point. It's 9-7.
And I set that time to Haley, and Haley likes that corner shot as she was able to put it down.
Lady Vikings in their black uniforms, but Kelly green shoestrings, every one of them.
That's only the second kill, one each for Haley and one for Taya.
9-7 the score. It'll be Tanisha Graber, the junior, to serve for the Lady Vikings. And it's hit in the front row by Ziegler. Gets it back from Richardson, and Harmon digs it up nicely in the back row. And hitting it over Sierra Kinney. Lady Lions will have to scrap after it. Abby Ackerman hits it into the hands of Jenna Nepp. Now the Lady Vikes will have to scoot it over, and they do. Richardson at the net. Ziegler for the kill. And it is dug up in the back row by Nepp. Harmon, now a great dig by Richardson. Got a great volley here. Ziegler pushes it into the back row. Nepp, there's Helms, far set to Kinney, the freshman, and it's blocked and into the net, the Lady Vikings. And they're saying a do-over, not quite sure why.
Both into the net, I think.
Both into the net?
Yeah.
So it'll go back, serve, all of that. That's the best volley we've seen all night.
That's the best one we've seen in 3 games.
And it's a do-over, 9-7. So Tanisha Graber was just practicing that time. She's got a heavy wrap on her right thigh. But the serve is good, and Ziegler hits it backwards. Brooke Nante into the game. There's Abby Ackerman. Now the Lady Vikes. Taya Harmon into the back row. Good dig by Lamar. Richardson set in the middle to Ziegler. And there's Harmon again in the back row, but it's hit in the net. And great save by the Lady Vikes. Richardson again. This time to Abby. Abby's point is good off the hand of Taylor. Well, these girls, they've loosened up.
They have loosened up, and they're giving us a show now. And Abby Ackerman off the bench is doing a great job for the Lady Lions.
10-7. Want to say hi to Bobby Nante. She's, of all weeks to be traveling, she's down in Orlando, and want to make sure we said hi to her and say good things about Brooke, and we can easily do that. She's in the game right now. Mariah Whiteside, serve, tapped over by Helms. Ziegler will set it to Abby Ackerman. Point to the Lady Lions.
Boy, and Abby Ackerman, since she's come off the bench, has produced some points for the Lady Lions, giving them a little breathing room here in the first.
11-7. Christina Ziegler's not going to get a lot of assists, but she got one there. The 6-foot sophomore. The Whiteside, into the back row on the serve to Nepp. There's Helms to Taylor. She gets the kill.
Boy, nice set that time. And Haley got it right in the wheelhouse, right where she likes it, and she put it down in the corner for a kill for Barr-Reeve.
That's where the blockers for the Lady Lions are going to have to be there. So far, that set for Harmon and that set for Taylor really hasn't been there, but it's awful good when it is. 11-8 Lady Lions here in game 1. The serve is by Corey Cummings. Brooke Nante passes it up. Richardson to Ziegler. Ziegler goes after it, hits the antenna. That'll be a point to the Lady Vikes. 11-9. Lady Lions have the lead. So Cummings back to serve again. Back row is Nante in the middle. To her right, Whiteside. To her left, Lamar. It'll be into the net. Service error. Point to the Lady Lions.
That's just the first one
for the Lady Vikes. Late 12-9. Lady Lions have that 3-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 4. Hannah Lamar's serve. Passed up by Tanisha Graber. And in the back row, it's a kill attempt, but dug up by Brooke Nante. There's Michaela Beasley tapping it over, but the Vikings are there. Into the back row, it's Lamar for the Lady Lions now. Richardson middle, Beasley, kill. Michaela's timing, it seems like this year has been off a little bit, but that set was right there, and she took advantage of it.
The timing that time was perfect, and she found a little hole in the back row of Barr-Reeve that time. Another point for Loogootee.
So 13-9, just about midway through game 1. Lady Lions have the lead. Lamar's serve is hit up by Jenna Nepp. There's Haley Taylor. Nobody's going to get that one. Wow. 13-10.
Boy, great set once again, and right there where Haley likes it. Not super high and not super low. It's right there, right where she wanted it.
Now Haley will go back deep behind the line for that long jump serve. Just over the net, and it's a point. It's an ace for Haley. Off the hand of Whiteside, and they're digging themselves back into it now, 13-11.
When you rewind 10, 15 years ago, we didn't even know what a jump serve was until we got to the state finals, and we're on the receiving end of it going, what's this?
There's that jump serve again, and Brooke Nante's there. Richardson, a set to Beasley, off the hand of Harmon. There's a set from Cummings, behind the head to Jenna Nepp, and it's off the hands of Brooke Nante, and we're in a one-point game.
Did a nice job trying to get after it, out of position with a little one-hander, and unable to come up with it.
So 13-12 now. Haley Taylor goes for the tie. And Whiteside passes it up. Richardson chases it down. There's Beasley for the kill off the hand and the point to the Lady Lions. There's Harmon and Neff at the net. Deflected it.
Boy,
Lady Lions keep the
just enough by Beasley off that deflection that it was the back row Barr-Reeve that couldn't get to it that time.
Brooke Nante will sit down as the rotation is such that Lauren Walton comes into the front row. Abby Ackerman did a nice job too. She sits down. And Addison Dant, that's where we started the rotation. Back to serve for the Lady Lions with a 2-point lead. 14-12 is the score. And almost an ace, but Taylor gets there. There's Harmon winding up for the point.
Boy, that's where Taya likes it as well. A nice set to Taya that time. Little cross quarter, drops it in.
14-13. Lady Lions have the lead, but too close for comfort. Serving will be Lindsey Graber for the Lady Vikes.
I'm telling you, there's as many people here for this volleyball game as there was for the boys' basketball game last year.
Yeah, there is. There's no question. It wasn't packed last year, but a good crowd. Walton gets a block back off of Harmon. Now it's into the Lady Viking back row, and there's Ania Cisco's first chance. Blocked by Richardson way in the back, and it's going to be saved by the Lady Lions. Now the Lady Vikes almost tapped it over. They do now, and it's Whiteside to the Lady Lions. Far set to Walton, and what a save by Haley Taylor in the back row. And there's Michaela Beasley, who got the ball. It looked like Richardson was going to get it.
Yeah,
Beasley stole it from her and hit it over.
He did, and Beasley just said, hey, I just want to put this one in there. Let's not even go for the set.
That's almost, even though she's in the front row, it's almost a back row attack. She reached back that far, and it's 15-13 Lady Lions. Even the TV stations here covering the game tonight. Richardson serves, and now there's Taya Harmon. No chance when she's got that set right where she wants it.
A little two-step.
15-14, Taya gets the kill. Lady Lions have the lead. The Lady Vikes now trying to tie it up again.
That's Taya's third kill, and go with Haley's 3.
They're warming up. 15-14, Jenna Neff serve. Dug up by Lamar. Richardson far set to Walton. She will not get the kill just yet. It's saved by the Lady Vikings toward their bench, and Harmon places it perfectly to tie the game.
Boy, and Taya that time, after the save, which was a great save for Barr-Reeve, able to place that in the back, just out of the reach of the Lady Lions.
And Coach Wade says, let's talk this one over. A timeout, 15 apiece here in game one. Back after this on LoogootieTribune.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by TNR Mechanics for all your auto repair needs. Call TNR Mechanics, 295-3356, located at 1112 West Broadway in Loogootee.
By Bomax Drive-In in Shoals. Hungry? Stop by Bomax, serving homemade coaties and hand-dipped onion rings since 1960. Bomax Drive-In. Call 247-3241.
And by White River Outfitters. For all your canoeing and archery needs, see White River Outfitters today, 314 Main Street in Shoals.
These two teams over the course of the season, the Lady Lions 17-1. Of all their games, they won 47 and lost 6. The Lady Vikings 22-0. Of all their games, they've won 55 and they've lost 3. 1 in 3 different matches. Have not been extended to 5 yet. We're all tied here. This one might be the first. 5-5. Neff serve, dug up by Dan. And it's an overpass, but the Lady Vikings set it up. There's Cisco for the kill. And Dan will hit it up here toward us. And the Lady Vikings have their first lead in a while after trailing by 4. They now lead 16-15, trying to take control of game one.
And Jenna Neff back once again to serve. That's a few service points she's put on the board now.
Neff serves it Dant. Richardson set to Walton. Walton taps it over. There's Graber. Now there's the set to Harmon in the middle. And she gets another point in the far left side.
A nice little short set once again. Harmon, as you said, put it right back in the corner and made the Lady Lions eat another one.
17-15 with Jenna Neff serving. It's interesting how shallow the serve receivers are about at the free throw line. And there's not much of a gap there. 17-15. Dant gets it off the net. There's Beasley for the kill, and that stops the bleeding for the time being.
Beasley that time puts it back down, and it was Neff trying to come in on it, but Beasley got it back in front of her.
Beasley now back off of the front row. Ziegler up there, but Beasley's back to serve. She had a pretty good run her first rotation. A 1-point Lady Viking lead now, 17-16, and almost another ace, but Harmon makes a nice save of it. Dant, Richardson, middle, Ziegler, what a dig by Jenna Neff, though. Had to go down low. But into the net was Lindsey Graber, tied 17 apiece, one of those unforced errors, Alan.
And that's going to be the key to this one. And you can tell right now that it's going to be a service error or unforced error that's going to be what cost one of these two teams this contest.
Taylor Beasley, there's a service error. 18-17 into the net. The Lady Vikings have the lead, and now you're getting into crunch time here in game one. Taya Harmon back to serve, and the Lady Lions very shallow. Again, they want to make sure nothing falls in, and it goes deep, but Dan makes a nice save of it. There's Ziegler, and there's the kill.
Well, and Ziegler put it right back there from the spot that Taya left open after she came in from serve.
Well, we've been telling Christina, not me personally, but the coaches, get mean, get mean, get mean. Little by little, she's getting to be mean, and that one was pretty mean. 18 apiece. Lauren Walton's serve is in, and the Lady Lions take the lead. It's on the back line, just in, an ace for Walton.
I believe that's the first ace for either team.
Well, Beasley's had a few, but they've been off of.
Right.
But that one, nobody touched. Walton has several aces on the year. She has 26, second behind Demi Richardson's 40. And now the Lady Lions lead by 1, 19-18. They'd like to get a little breathing room right here off the serve from Walton. Harmon from the back row, the pass. Now there's Haley Taylor. And she ties it up off the hand of Ziegler. 19 apiece.
Zig got up for the block, and as you said, tied it back up here.
We go to 25, win by 2. Best of 5. Fifth game to 15, win by 2. Brooke Nante back in. Lauren Walton will sit down, and Tanisha Graber back to serve. We're all tied 19 apiece. It's going to be a long night. And now we're ready to go. Graber serving for the Lady Viking lead. Brooke Nante, the pass to Richardson. There's Ziegler. And a nice dig by Jenna Nepp again. Now Sierra Kinney hits it over. Lady Lions, Ziegler trying to run it down. Brooke Nante hits it over, and the Lady Vikes will have to set it up. Nepp in the middle. Haley Taylor, look at it.
Short set, great one that time to Haley Taylor, who just pounds it down as the Lady Lions were still reeling from trying to push that thing back across the net.
She was salivating off that set by Cassidy Helm. She knew where she wanted it. She got it, and the Lady Vikings had the lead 20-19. Now it's Tanisha Graber. Passed up by Remington Wagler, who's in the game. There's Abby Ackerman hitting it over into the back row, and she gets the point off the left arm of Harmon, who could not get there.
Yeah, no coverage in the back row that time. Taya tried to do a little Superman stretch to get to it, but the one hand wasn't enough to make a play on it.
Biggest lead by the Lady Vikings at 3. The biggest lead by the Lady Lions at 4. We're all tied now, 20 apiece. Mariah Whiteside trying to get the Lady Lions the lead. Helms will set it, far set to Kinney, and it's a point off the net, and the Lady Vikings have a 1-point lead.
And Tiara gets the assist off the net that time, and that's what you call the unpredictability of the net, and it's hard to determine where it's going to fall as it rolled across that time.
Corey Cummings will now serve, trying to give the Lady Vikings their first 2-point lead since early in the game, and it's off the net, but Nante dives after it and gets there. And Ziegler hits it over, but blocked, but Whiteside's there.
Nice double block by Barr-Reeve.
Richardson sets it back, and then again a double block from Nepp and Taylor. Ziegler over, blocked again by Taylor. Lady Vikings push it over, they can't get it over, and we're tied again.
And back and forth in this one, Greg. This is like a heavyweight boxing championship, trading punch for punch.
This is like number 1 versus number 2, not number 1 versus number 3. That's the way it should be. 21 apiece. The Lions now look for their lead. But there's Taylor. She hits it into the back row instead of killing it. And the Lady Lions say, thank you for that. And Beasley taps it over, almost does the same thing. Now it's Kinney winding up. Hitting it into the back row. Lamar hits it high in the air. There's Abby Ackerman into the back row. And it's almost into the net, but the Lady Lions will fight it out. Beasley for the kill and the lead. The Lady Lions 22, Lady Vikings 21.
Well, a lot of great volley that time by both teams, but a nice set by Richardson once again.
Coach DeCourcy takes a timeout. Back and forth we go. Right now the Lady Lions 22, Lady Vikings 21 in Game 1 on LoogooteeTribune.com.
By First National Bank of Odin, locally owned since 1890. Small enough to know you, large enough for all of your financial needs. Locations in Odin, Montgomery, Elnora, and Plainville.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hawkins Health Center, 211 Southeast 1st Street in Loogootee. Hawkins Health Center providing chiropractic care. Call today, 295-3346.
Well, this is a crucial point in the game right here. For the Lady Lions to take a 23-21 lead would be big. Lady Vikings would love to get this one knotted up and get the serve. Hannah Lamar will serve for the Lady Lions. Back row, it's Nepp, Harmon, Tanisha Graber. Up front, it's Kenny, along with Corey Cummings and Haley Taylor for the Lady Vikes. There's a serve, hit up by Nepp, and there's Cummings, backhand to Taylor, and it's in, and we're tied in the far right side.
Boy, and that's a great fundamental volleyball, as we said. It starts from the back row with the pass, great set, and Taylor once again with a kill.
And around the blocks into the back corner. And Haley hasn't missed those tonight, and now she's back to serve for the lead, 22 apiece. And they're going to call I don't know if it was a service error over the line or somebody, but anyway, it's a violation for the Vikings, and the Lady Lions take a 23-22 lead. And I don't know what happened, but when those things are called, you hope it's obvious.
That's why we brought old Lou along with us, so he could explain what happened there.
But Coach,
well, it could be, but she didn't signal what it was. Whether normally they point back there, the line, but
yeah, it looked like she may have been over the line serving, but I don't know. Coach DeCourcy didn't argue, and now the Lady Lions lead 23-22. Addison Dance serves it into the net. She gave it right back. Wow. 23 apiece.
That is the third service error for Loogootee.
When you go to the jump serve, you might get a little more power on the ball, but I'm convinced that it does sacrifice accuracy.
Yeah, you really got to be good, or else it's going to.
Well, Addison that time, she wanted to make sure she stopped before she got to the line as well. She put the brakes on, but the net put the brakes on the serve.
Into the game is freshman Hannah Bullock for the first time to serve. For the lead for the Lady Vikings, but there is Beasley for the kill. Great save by Taylor in the back row, and Harmon will hit it over to the Lions now. Whiteside. Richardson will get a chance to set for Beasley again. It's off the block. The Vikings will have a chance. Here's Harmon. Harmon gets the kill. And the Lady Vikings are 1 point away from taking game one.
Boy, great ball movement by both teams, and nice short sets on both sides of it. And timeout is called.
24-23. Let's keep this one here, but whoever loses this, it's a little bit demoralizing, but you just have to come right back for game two. And right now, the Lady Vikings are in prime position. They put the freshman in, Hannah Bullock, to serve in a crucial situation, and now she'll be serving for the game.
Hey, she's come in at different times, as well as Tiara Kenny, and they've done very well. There's a group of 8 freshmen come into the program this year, and tell you what, it's pressure packed for them.
This time last year on the 8th grade team. Tonight, she's serving for the first game win. Hannah Bullock. It's Lamar, Dant, and Whiteside in the back row. 3 seniors for the Lady Lions. The freshman Bullock set to serve for game one. 24-23.
Both teams have used both timeouts.
And Bullock's serve is a good one. Lamar, now Richardson. There's Beasley. And into the back row, it's Bullock. And let's see if this one could be it. There's Harmon. And there's the win. Lady Vikings come from behind in game one. And they won it by the score of 25-23. A terrific first game, and we'll see what game two holds for us. 1-0 Lady Vikes. Back with game two after this on LoogooteeTribune.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Builder's Best Lumber and Hardware. For all of your building needs, lumber and hardware supplies. Builder's Best, 710 Industrial Avenue, Loogootee. Call 295-2400.
Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Promises Photography, wedding pictures at affordable prices. Call today, 812-444-9863, or stop by their new location on JFK Avenue in Loogootee.
Brought to you by the Cummings Agency, offering Beacon, Allied, Standard Mutual, and American Commerce Insurance. Call Joe today, 486-4204. Cummings Agency, 164 North Hastings Street in Montgomery.
Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Pizza and More. Before the game, after the game, anytime, it's always pizza time at Pizza and More. Pizza and More on Highway 231 North on the Hill in Loogootee. Call today, 295-2222. Smith Sunoco, your full-service station, provides Sunoco gasoline, the official fuel of NASCAR. Stop by Smith's for oil change, tire repair, and convenience store items, including the Hoosier Lottery. Junction Highway 50 and 231 in Loogootee.
by Bailey Brothers Used Cars, your source for quality used cars in Martin County, with 2 locations serving Loogootee and Shoals.
Loogootee Collision Center, your full-service auto body repair shop. Lifetime warranty on repairs, loaner cars available, and bake-on-paint booth.
Well, the Lady Lions are out of the huddle, and they look like they put that game behind them, out there having a good time. Why not? It's a Friday night. It's a great game. It's a regular season game. It's not do or die. It's conference championship possibly, but 25-23, everything we expected it to be in game 1, Luke.
The pressure, for just one game, I mean, of course, we were talking before, maybe it was Al, I'm not sure, but whether this would go 5 games like it has been, and I can very well see it going that way.
Well, if the Lady Lions are to win, it will at least be 4. The Lady Vikings, of course, would love to get this one and be in cruise control, or at least, of course, you remember the sectional championship.
Yes.
Barr-Reeve, I think, jumped
won
out
the first 2.
Yeah.
And that happened to them several times last year. Forest Park, Indianapolis Lutheran, where they had a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a stunner.
But
there.
I think they surprised, because Amber said this time and time again that, people did not expect them to be as good as they were last year. And they kind of surprised them, especially with the small stature that they were, or that several of them are, but they got good leaping ability and
great fundamentals.
Yeah.
And they always will with Coach DeCourcy at the helm.
One thing we have learned here is that's however you mark it, the number 1 and number 2 seed in the sectional for volleyball.
It will be. Haley Taylor serving in game 2. Dug up by Lamar. Richardson going after it. Now Walton will hit it into the net. 1-0 Lady Vikes. They jump out here early.
Not good to start for the Lady Lions. And, we talked about that from the back row. It was not a good pass to start with.
Oh, she was on the line that time, yeah.
So Haley Taylor for the second time over the line before she actually serves.
I was watching it that time.
It's 1-1.
You got somebody over there, Hawkeye, on the
You don't
line.
see that very often, do you?
You don't see it very often. We've got Hawkeye over there on the line. We're keeping track of it tonight.
1-1.
Haley will have to be mindful of that.
Demi Richardson's serve. Taylor hits it up. Goes for the backward flip. And there is Kiera Kenny, but blocked by the Lady Lions, and they get the point. It's Beasley and Walton.
Yeah, great double block that time. As you said, Beasley and Walton get up there, provide some size, and knock it back on Barr-Reeve's side.
2-1, Lady Lions. Demi Richardson, sophomore serving. Dug up by Tanisha Graber. There's a set to Taya Harmon. That's blocked, but Weigler and Beasley deflected into the back row. And there's a kill attempt that's good by Beasley off the hand of Harmon, 3-1.
Well, that tandem right there, the setter, Demi Richardson, she's found exactly where Michaela likes it, and it seems like it's coming on even better tonight.
Demi Richardson leads the Lady Lions in points, assists, and aces. They're trying to get one here, but it's dug up. 3-1 Lady Lions. There's Harmon, and she placed it perfectly, just out of the reach of Addison Dance.
Well, that was a nice set, too, and Harmon got it right where she wanted it and put it right where she wanted it.
To me, that's what the Lady Vikes do best. I mean, they can hit as hard as they can hit, but they place it so well. They know where the blockers are going to be. They know where those lines are. And 3-2. And now Lindsey Graber in, serving for the tie. The Lions are having a heck of a time getting it over, and they do, though. Now Jenonette, Corey Cummings to Harmon. Harmon gets the kill. Look, it's a great dig by Richardson, rather. Harmon again, and Lamar digs it up in the back row. Gives Richardson a chance to Beasley, and Beasley puts it down. Boy, how about Demi Richardson in the back row?
How about that? Demi doing everything but selling some popcorn that time.
I thought she passed it to herself to set it.
But Barr-Reeve had the Lady Lions reeling that time and then able to get it up. Nice set and then a great kill once again.
Kayla Beasley now serving 4-2. Dug up by Harmon. Tapped over Beasley now. The Lady Lions will get a chance in the middle. There's Ziegler, and Ziegler gets the kill. The Lady Vikes took an early 5-2 lead in game 1, and the Lady Lions took, if anything, I guess what they thought might be control at 11-7 and 15-11, but the Lady Vikings have the game 1, 25-23. Beasley to serve again with a 5-2 lead. Beautiful serve, and there's another ace into the back row. Lindsey Graber looked to see if it was going to be out, and to her chagrin, it was not. Well, Michaela trying to get on another run like she did in game 1 early, 6-2.
Michaela put a bunch of consecutive points together.
Not this time, though. Service error into the back row, 6-3. I don't think any lead is comfortable with these two teams, but A little breathing room is nice for a little while. Now Jen and Epp will serve for the Lady Vikings. Harmon on the front row along with Cisco and Helms. Taylor and Graber in the back row for the Lady Vikes. Hit up by Lamar. Richardson. There's Ziegler. Blocked. And the Lady Vikes will now have a chance. Far set to Cisco. Cisco will have to tap it over. She does. Richardson, middle. Ziegler. Blocked by Harmon. And 4 hits by the Lady Lions. So I guess it wasn't blocked. It was into the net. Yep. 6-4. That, to me, that would be the toughest call. Was it blocked or hit the net? Many times it happens at the same time. So now a 2-0 run by the Lady Vikings, and they're within 2, 6-4. And Jeanette to serve, leading 1 game to none. Walton hits it up. Richardson. Walton. And Jeanette chases it down, and Harmon will hit it over. Diving after it, Lamar. Richardson in the middle of Ziegler. Yes, sir.
Boy, and defense didn't have time to recoup after all the movement on that one for Barr-Reeve, and a great job on the kill by Ziegler that time.
You think those two haven't seen that one before? The sophomores? Richardson and Ziegler. 7-4 Lady Lions. Lauren Walton serves into the net again. And Lauren's had a tough game so far. 7-5. And she's not happy, obviously. A lot of service errors.
Back into the game for her.
So Walton will sit down. The rotation has Remington, Wagner, Brooke Nante, and Hannah Lamar in the back row. Taya Harmon will serve to them. Lamar, a nice pass from the back row, and there's Abby Ackerman for the kill, and straight save by Jenna Neff, and the Vikings get it over. Brooke Nante, Richardson, there's Ziegler in the middle again, and there's another point, Lady Lions.
Boy, Ziegler has come alive here in the second, and as you said, the kill that time. One of the things that Barr-Reeve does very well is get to the loose ball, and we've seen it several times here where you thought there's no way they're going to get to it. They somehow managed to make it playable and get it back on the other side.
8-5, Lady Lions with that 3-point lead. Mariah Whiteside to serve. Hit up by Harmon. Neff will set it. There's Taylor hitting it over. Whiteside with a pass. Richardson. Abby Ackerman goes up, and the ball comes down into Lindsey Graber. Now Neff, back row attack by Harmon. Passed up by Lamar, who's done a great job back there tonight. And Ziegler has 2, but Neff now. And there's Taylor tapping it over, and the Lady Lions. Nante saves it, and Ziegler. And what they call? Off the Lady Lions.
2 hits.
Ziegler may have, I think they said Christina hit that twice, and it's 8-6. Lady Vikes trail by 2. Maybe she juggled it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what they call. Pretty hard to tell, but
8-6 now. Tanisha Graber will try to get the Lady Vikings within 1. Whiteside now in the back row as Remington Weigler has a seat. Nante in the middle. To her left is Lamar. And it'll be Nante hitting it up. Good pass. Richardson to Abby. Abby gets the kill attempt, but dug up in the back row. Here comes Tiara Kinney. And there's Hannah Lamar, as she so often is right there. Now Abby Ackerman will have to hit it over, and she hit it sideways out of bounds. She was behind the red line when she hit it, and just hit it, I think, on the side of her hand.
Talk about basketball being a game of runs. That's what seems to happen here. Lady Lions were on a run to start with.
8-7, Lady Lions have the lead, but now Ziegler tried to give him a 2-point lead, but it went off the net to the Lady Vikes. Harmon into the back row to Whiteside. And there's Ziegler in the middle again. This time she puts it down. Is it in? No, it's out, and we're tied. 8 apiece. She had it where she wanted it, and she placed it, she thought where she wanted it, but out by an inch or 2. So that 3-point lead the Lady Lions enjoyed is gone. Tanisha Graber. Brooke Nante, not a good pass, but Richardson runs it down, and Ackerman will have to lob it over. Now that will give the Lady Vikings a chance to send it to the middle, and Taylor gets the kill. That's what happens when we talk about that pass in the back row. It's not good. All of a sudden you're scrambling, and you lob it over, and it puts the Lady Vikings in their great offensive.
That's exactly what you do not want to do is give it to them for a free, setup.
And they have the lead now 9-8. Next serve, Richardson now to Abby Ackerman. And Abby gets the point. It skimmed across the net. Tiara Kinney had to go to her knees and couldn't quite get to it. 9-9 again.
Abs with the assist from the net that time, and she'll take that kind of a point anytime she can get it.
And with the score tied at 9, here's Hannah Lamar to serve. Dug up by Tanisha Graber. Cassidy Helms sets it for Taylor, taps it over. Richardson, now Nante runs it down. In the middle, it's tapped over with the left hand by Beasley, and it's in.
Well, nice placement by Beasley. And Barr-Reeve thought that was going to go out, and nobody really could get there to make a play on it.
Tapped it over with her left hand and gives the Lady Lions a 10-9 lead here in Game 2, trailing 1-0. Serve, passed up by Harmon. There's Helms. Far set to Kinney into the net. 11-9 Lady Lions. The freshman that time got up high, but didn't get the ball where she wanted it. 11-9 the score. Now Lamar trying to give the Lady Lions a three-point so-called cushion. It's way in the back row, and Helms runs it down. Harmon from the back row gets it in on the back end line, and it's 11-10.
Great back row kill by Harmon. And she didn't have probably a centimeter more on that line.
No, and the Lady Lions really weren't there to even make a decision whether to let it go or not. 11-10, now serving for the tie. It's Corey Cummings. Whiteside passes it up. Richardson a far set to Beasley. Pounds it, but blocked by Taylor.
A nice block that time.
And Beasley will get another chance. She taps it over this time. And now Cummings will set it, but it's a bad set. Into the net. Taylor was ready, but the ball wasn't there, and the Lions get the point. They lead at 12-10. Addison Dan, Lauren Walton check in. Abby Ackerman, Brooke Nante out. Dan to serve. So 12-10. The Lady Lions lead. They had a 15-11 lead in game one, but it vanquished and lost it 25-23. Dan, hard serve in the back row, Harmon. Cummings, back set, Taylor, back, and it's out, too far. Haley will do that from time to time. She winds up, very powerful, but she'll hit it out on occasion, and it's 13-10. Sometimes she's a little too strong.
It was close, but not close enough.
Addison Dan. And passed up by the Lady Vikes. There's the block by Beasley off the hit from Taylor. Here comes Beasley, taps it over, and they said she left. And boy, 13-11 now the score.
B says she had her hand cupped, and
yeah, she had her fist is what she hit it with, but the official says she hit it with the palm of her hand.
You can decide.
Have we got instant replay?
No, we do not.
Well, there's the service there by Haley Taylor, so she gives the point back.
Barr-Reeve gives it back.
14-11. Mariah Whiteside will come out in favor of Wilmington Wagler on the front row.
Back to serve once again, Richardson for the Lady Lions.
Very shallow serve received for the Lady Vikes as well. And Richardson tries to dump it in there, and Taylor hits it up into the rafters, but the Lady Vikes will dig it out and get it into the Lady Lion back row. It's Dan, a nice pass up front, and there's Lauren Walton for the kill, and it's out again, and Lauren just cannot get a break tonight so far.
So it's been a rough one for Lauren. A couple service errors. That time she was intending to sail it down the line and put it in the corner. But
she's a senior, though. That look on her face is a little of despair, but she needs to put it behind her. She's far too good a player, and she can be a difference maker in this one and probably will be before it's over. Back set. Beasley down the back row. It's Knepp to Hania Cisco. Good save by Dan. And there's Lauren with a chance again, and this time she got it. That a girl, Lauren. Give her a little confidence. She is so good, but struggled a little bit tonight. 15-12. Ziegler comes in, and Lamar sits down.
I'm still amazed at the amount of people here.
15-12 the score. Beasley serve. Dug up by Taylor. And there's a chance for Harmon. Blocked by Ziegler. Harmon will get another chance. She'll tap it over. And there's Richardson diving after it. Remington Wagler into the back row of the Lady Vikes. And this time, Harmon will tap it over. At the net, Harmon taps it into the point. Faya's too smart for that. Ziegler may come up. She's come up limping.
Now, she came down on that ankle.
Not good. Not good.
Got a little wince on her face.
She does. 15-13. Lady Vikes trail by 2, but Ziegler has a pained look on her face, but she's going to gut it out right here. Jenna Knepp hits it over. Walton. Now there's Ziegler with a chance for the kill. She hits it hard, and it's 15-14. Lady Vikes back within 1. Well, this game mirrors that first game an awful lot, in which the Lady Vikings came back to win 25-23. Jenna Knepp to serve, almost in the net, and it's an ace off the top of the net, and it hit one of the Lady Lions on the front row, and Addison Dan couldn't get to it, and we're tied.
Well, that one clipped the net, as you said, and well, you just can't hardly judge those. I'm not sure if I like that rule on the serves where it clips the net.
15-15. This time it doesn't hit the net. Lamar passes it up. And there's the set to Walton. Blocked by Cisco this time. And Remington Wagler into the back row. Helms Neff will set it to Hania Cisco, and she gets the point, and the Lady Vikes have the lead back 16-15.
Timeout.
Timeout, Lady Lions. The Lady Vikes have battled back again. They won game one, 25-23. They lead 16-15. They'll have the serve when we come back on LoogooteeTribune.com.
Trailer Fertilizer and Trailer Trucking. Family owned and locally operated, serving the area since 1957. Stop in today or call Trailer Fertilizer or Trailer Trucking at 486-3285 and online at trailerfertilizerservice.com.
Hello, this is State Representative Mark Messmer, wishing the area girl volleyball teams the best of luck and thanking you for all your support. Paid for by markmesmer.com.
Divine Chiropractic at 404 JFK Avenue in Loogootee offers gentle techniques, x-rays, pain management, extremity adjustment, and therapies. We also accept insurance. Call Divine Chiropractic at 295-5600.
Lady Vikes, Jenna Neff will serve. The Lady Vikes have the lead for the first time in a while, 16-15. Now she'll try to give them a little two-point lead. Walton passes it up. Richardson right back to Lauren. And the Lady Vikes dig it up. Cisco will hit it and blocked by Ziegler. And it's right at the net. A battle for it. And the Lady Lions were in the net. And it'll be a two-point lead now for the Lady Vikings as they try to stretch this one out.
And salivating over that overpass, and it didn't even come over.
17-15. The Lady Vikes have the lead now. Lamar hits it up. There's Ziegler for the kill. What a nice try by Neff. Nothing she could do but be in defensive mode, and nobody else could get to it. So the Lions get the point.
Did get the hand on it and got it up, but nobody was there to assist her. And what a rocket from Ziegler that time.
And the Lady Lions now will substitute Brooke Nante for Lauren Walton. Brooke will serve. Addison Dance sits down Abby Ackerman into the game. And it's 17-16. The senior Brooke Nante serve is a good one. Dug up by Taylor. Set up for Harmon. And a point to the Lady Vikes. Just like that. Upset kill, huh?
Yeah. Great fundamental volleyball. Okay, started with the back row. Great pass. Great set. Great kill.
That's just her third for the game.
18-16 the score. Lady Vikes have the lead. Nante gets the pass off the serve. There's Ziegler. Has to sidewind it over. She does. And now it'll be Cisco for the kill. Blocked by Remington, Wagler, and Ziegler. And Cisco will get another chance. Taps it over. Ziegler gets it. It's Wagler right back to Ziegler. And dug up in the back row. There's Neff. Passing it over. Nante goes after it. Now Richardson to Abby Ackerman. Abby hits it. A tip will be a Lady Lions point.
Boy, great movement by both teams that time.
18-16. Is the score. 18-17 the score. It's a one-point game. 18-17. The Lady Lions now will try for the tie. It's already 1-0 Barr-Reeve in a close 25-23 game one game. And there's Haley Taylor going for the kill. She got it off the hand of Ziegler. And the Lady Vikes with a two-point lead, and this would be a big one to get for the Lady Vikes here. 19-17 as we get late in game two. Number one ranked undefeated. This is for the blue chip in all likelihood. It's served by Tanisha Graber. Dug up and now into the Viking backcourt. There's Haley Taylor tapping it over, but Ziegler makes a good reaction to hit it back. Now it'll be Tierra Kinney. And a good save by Lamar. Very nice. And there's Ziegler in the middle, but she hits it in the net. And the Lady Vikes have their first three-point cushion here in game two. 20-17. Now the Lady Lions are looking a little tight, much as they did very early in game one. Tanisha Graber serves. Nante, not a great pass, but there's Richardson now to Ackerman. Tip into the back row. Neff sets it for Taylor, and it's a four-point Lady Viking lead, 21-17. Timeout coach Lacey Wade, and the Lady Lions are wilting here in game two, trailing already 1-0, and in game two, 21-17. They'll try to regroup. We're back after this on LoogootieTribune.com.
First National Bank of Odin, locally owned since 1890. Small enough to know you, large enough for all of your financial needs. Locations in Odin, Montgomery, Elnora, and Plainville.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hawkins Health Center, 211 Southeast 1st Street in Loogootee. Hawkins Health Center providing chiropractic care. Call today, 295-3346.
Greg Bateman, Olu Kavanaugh, and Alan Williams, 21-17. And this is a critical part of the game, Lou, and the Lady Vikes right now have, they came to play tonight, didn't they?
If they can get a point or two here to really put them in good shape. Was that the last kill? Was that by Taylor?
Yep, Haley Taylor. 21-17.
3 apiece for Kaya and her this game.
Graber serves into the net, and you can afford that maybe a little bit if you're the Lady Vikings, but at the same time, the Lady Lions will take the gift.
Not many service errors for Barr-Reeve.
Well, that's 3 tonight in 2 games, and I know with Amber that's
3 too many.
Yeah, 21-18, Lamar's serve. Into the back row, it's Nepp. There's Taylor in the middle, and a great save by Whiteside. And now it'll be Nepp for the Vikings. There's Taylor again, but Ziegler taps it back, and they're saying Haley was in the net. And the Lady Lions get the point. So they're climbing back here, 21-19.
That's probably one thing that Lacey said in the huddle that time. It's 1 point at a time, 1 play at a time.
Beasley in there now instead of Ziegler, but Lamar hits it in the back row. It's the Lady Vikes, and there is Tiara Kinney, the freshman, but a great dig by Lamar. Abby Ackerman off the hand now of Harmon in the back row. Now the Lady Lions will have to run it down. It's Richardson in the middle to Beasley, taps it over. Kinney is there. Now Nepp back to Kinney. Kinney taps it into the back row, Lamar. And now they'll set it up in the middle. There's Beasley, and it's a point for the Lady Lions.
Taylor got up there for the block, but it was just too much, and it deflected on the sideline.
Demi got a second chance there, Al, because it was not a good set to Michaela the first time, and she knew it. And that time, no doubt, 21-20. Hannah Lamar now to serve for the tie. The Lady Lions on a 3-0 run after the timeout. Haley Taylor taps it over. And Michaela Beasley. Harmon in the back row. Tiara Kinney. There's Lamar again. And there's Beasley in the middle, and it's out. And the Lady Vikings have a 22-20 lead. Boy, to me, when you're that big and that strong, just pound it down, especially late in the game when you're behind. Too much of a chance of it going out when you try to place it like that. And it was close. 22-20. Lady Vikes have the lead. Corey Cummings to serve. Just over the net. Whiteside, good pass. There's Beasley again, and she hits it out again. It's too strong, and it's out. Point Loogootee. Let's see what they call.
I think they called Barr-Reeve in the net that time.
And whatever it was, Coach DeCourcy is aware now. It's 22-21. How big a call is that? Very big. That's a 2-point stretch here.
It is.
Time in the game where you have to have a point for the Lions, and now they're, instead of trailing 23-20 without the serve, now they can tie it. 22-21, Addison Dan will go for the serve. Harmon in the middle back there, and she'll be the one to dig it up. There's a set from Cummings to Haley Taylor, and she gets the kill. And now it's 23-21. And the Lady Vikes
that time, and that's what you were just talking about. Hammer it down.
Haley
did that for Barr-Reeve.
And now she goes to the back row trying to finish this one off. 1-0, 1-0 Barr-Reeve. 23-21 here. Lamar in the middle. There's Beasley. Taps it over, and they'll get a chance. But not a good set. It's a lift by Corey Cummings. She had Nia Harmon coming over, but
Corey knew as soon as she hit that, that's what she did. You could tell by the look on her face.
Yeah. So a couple of unforced errors, but the Lady Vikes keeps the Lions in the game. 23-22, and Demi Richardson will now go for the tie again. Remember, it's to 25, win by 2. Richardson serve, dug up by Taylor. And now there's Harmon. Taps it over. Richardson's there. Wagler. There's Beasley. Beasley now off the arms of Corey Cummings. It'll be Tiara Kinney, blocked by Wagler, and into the net, and Walton gets it over. It'll be a point to the Lady Lions as the set was into the net, and we are tied.
Wow, 23 apiece now.
25-23 was the game one score. It's only going to be a 2-point win for either team here. Let's see if this game gets extended at all as Richardson goes for the Lady Lion lead. Taylor goes low to get it. Tiara Kinney hits it in the net, and now the Lady Lions are in a position to win game 2, but they'll have to do it after a Amber DeCourcy timeout. 24-23, Demi will come back to try to serve for game 2 win. 1-0 Barr-Reeve leads right back after this on LooGootieTribune.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Builder's Best Lumber and Hardware. For all of your building needs, lumber and hardware supplies. Builder's Best, 710 Industrial Avenue, Loogootee. Call 295-2400.
Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Promises Photography, wedding pictures at affordable prices. Call today, 812-444-9863, or stop by their new location on JFK Avenue in Loogootee.
24-23, the Lady Lions here in Game 2. It was 25-23. The Lady Vikes won in Game 1. And this huge crowd is into it. Why not? Richardson serving for the win. The Lady Vikings trying to extend it. Dug up by Taylor. And Harmon will get a chance to hit it over. Blocked. It's out. We're tied 24 apiece. And this game is now extended as the Lady Vikings will have a chance to take the lead. Into the game is Lindsey Graber, the freshman Tierra Kinney coming out of the game. And it looks like the server will be Lindsey Graber. Remington Wagler in the back row right. Hannah Lamar in the middle. Addison Dan on the left. 24 apiece. Here's the serve. Way back there. Boy, Lamar probably made a good choice. It would have been in. Walton taps it into the back row. Set up now for Harmon. Harmon gets the point off the hand of Beasley and out. And now the Lady Vikings will serve for Game 2. And a 2-0 lead.
And oh, how the momentum swings on that one.
25-24. It'll be Lindsey Graber, a senior, to serve. Be a disheartening loss for the Lady Lions here if they don't come back in this one. Richardson to Beasley. Beasley gets the point, and we're tied at 20. This could be a 3-0 game, but it's a 3-0 match, but it still looks like it's going to be everything we thought in regards to the games. 25 apiece. The Lady Lions, of course, trying to do everything they can to make sure it goes at least 4 tonight. Ooh. And almost an ace, but Haley Taylor does a flip and gets it over. And there's a block by Wagler and Ziegler, and the Lady Lions will serve for the game again. They'd have a 1-point lead.
Naya Cisco that time just trying to tap it over, but she didn't recognize that on the other side was a skyscraper that was ready to put it back.
Beasley now serving it up. Taylor digs it up. There's Harmon for the kill. We're tied again. 26 apiece. Richardson dove after it, but the ball hit the floor before she could get to it.
And Barr-Reeve goes back to the bread and butter that they have there.
The bread being Taylor, butter being Harmon, or vice versa. 26 apiece now. It's Jenna Neff to serve for the Lady Viking lead. Hit up by Addison Dan. And there is Ziegler for the kill, but there is a one-handed save, and now it's hit into the back row by Harmon. There's Lamar. Ziegler. Lady Lions have a 1-point lead, 27-26. I can't say enough for Hannah Lamar, Alan.
Well, she has done an excellent job.
That's why she's got the different color shirt.
Pulling out some of the heavy-handed balls from Barr-Reeve coming into the back row.
The defensive specialist has been special on defense tonight. Brooke Nante will now serve for the Lady Lion win. Lady Vikes again trying to extend it. It's 27-26. 1-0. Barr-Reeve leads it. Nante's serve is a good one. Harmon, or rather, Graber went after it. Harmon hits it over. Great save by Harmon. Ziegler for the win, hits it out, and we're tied again, 27-all. That set was just far enough off the net that she had to really go overhand a little more than she wanted to. And now Taya will have that big jump serve for the lead for the Lady Vikes. Hit up by Lamar. Set up by Richardson to Abby Ackerman. It's tipped by Taylor. Now it'll be Cisco for the kill. Block, but the Lady Vikings get it back and they let it fall. No, they don't. It gets over somehow, some way. They give the points to the Lady Lions. They said that whenever one of the two, Cisco or Graber, dove after it, whenever she hit it over, she hit it with the palm of her hand, causing the lift. That's another tough call. And the Lady, boy, you know, with an effort like that, let it go. I guess if you see it, you call it. But 28-27, the Lady Lions will again try to serve out game one. Serve from Mariah Whiteside. Dug up by Graber. There's Taylor for the kill. Tied again off the throat to Brooke Nante. 28-28. Sitting down is Cisco, coming in as Kinney for Graber. Tanisha Graber will serve.
They run out of videotape.
Oh, don't say that.
They may run out of videotape here in the second game.
28-28. Here's the serve by Graber. Nante. Not a good pass, but the Lady Lions look like they will save it, and Richardson and Ziegler will hit it over. Now there's Haley in the middle. A good block, good dig by Whiteside. Ziegler will have a chance, and a great save by the Lady Vikes. Harmon from the back row into the Lady Lion back row. Richardson to Abby. Ackerman hits it in the net. And the Lady Vikes now lead 29-28. And they once again have a chance to serve this one out with Tanisha Graber. 1 game to none. Lady Vikes trying to stretch it to 2-0. Not a real good pass, and Lady Lions will have to save it from the back row, and they do. Ziegler went all the way back to the back row, and Tanisha Graber hit it out, and we're tied again.
I think Tanisha may have saved Ziegler that time, as that looked like it was going to be close to being
It was
out.
going to be close, but I think you're that close, you got to play on it.
29 apiece. I think if you get to 50, they say win by 1. Doesn't matter, huh? There's now the pass from Graber from Harmon to Haley Taylor. It's out. No, it's in. Beautiful hit by Haley Taylor, and that gives her team again a chance to serve this game out. 30-29. An unbelievable first 2 games in this one. And the Lady Vikes have a chance here to take both of them. Serving will be it'll be Corey Cummings. Brooke Nante hits it up. Richardson to Beasley, and the Lady Lions will get the point. Not a good pass, not a good set, but Beasley saves it.
But effective.
But effective. And a point. Not pretty, but effective. 30 apiece. Did I say 30 apiece? I don't think I've ever said that.
I don't think so.
Don't think so. I really don't. I know it's been there before, but not in a game I've done.
We've seen some basketball scores at that.
Overtimes. Lauren Walton on the front row. Addison Dant is now in the back row to serve. 30 apiece here in game 2. Dant's serve is hit up by Harmon. There's the Haley Taylor attempted kill, blocked at the net, but the Lady Lions will have to run it down, and Walton hits it into the net. 31-30.
Boy, Lady Lions have just, after doing all that work to get it, have hit it in the net several times.
Now Haley Taylor will, for the umpteenth time, give her team a chance to win again. And passed up. Beasley in the middle, and we're tied again.
Well, a nice placement by Beasley. A great set from Richardson once again, and she put it back in the corner. Lady Vikings were not covered.
And it started by a good serve received by Mariah Whiteside. That was not easy to receive from trying to get the Lady Lions the lead. She hits it out. Unbelievable. And when I say unbelievable, from Demi Richardson, that is. 32-31.
Haley Taylor.
Well, Haley shouldn't be serving now.
Yeah,
she just served.
Yeah.
It'll be Lindsey Graber. Tierra Kinney coming out, so Graber now will serve. And I'll say it again for the game 2 win. 32-31. Graber serve. Good pass by Dant. Richardson, Beasley, but dug up. Now the Lady Vikes have a chance to win it. Cisco taps it over. Waltz in the pass. Richardson, Beasley in the middle, and a great dig by Taylor. Now Cisco for the win. Tapped over. Dant dives after it, gets it. Walton goes up. Tapped into the back row to the Lady Vikes. And there's Harmon. And it's tapped now to the Lady Lions. Ziegler in the middle. There's Beasley again. Point Lady Lions off the hand of Harmon. Time worn out.
Yeah, Harmon trying to get up there, and nice hit by Beasley.
32-32 here in game 2. Now Beasley to serve. And it's out again on the serve. 33. Oh, maybe they're just getting tired now. 33-32.
Wow,
Lady Vikes have the lead and a chance to win again.
That's the 4th service there of this game.
Wow.
Now 2 in a row.
7 for the night.
2 in a row. Jenna Neff to now serve again for game 2 for the Lady Vikings. 33-32. There's the serve. Walton, Richardson. Walton will have a chance. Tapped by Harmon. Now Harmon will have a chance for the kill. No, it'll be Cisco, and she gets it. After all of that, the Lady Vikings probably deserved to win that one, or the Lady Lions maybe didn't deserve, with 2 service errors in a row.
This game.
34-32. Lady Vikes win game 2 after winning 25-23. And we'll see if that takes all of the air out of the Lady Lions' sails as they try to come back and salvage this one after this on LooGootieTribune.com.
Brought to you by the Cummings Agency, offering Pekin, Allied, Standard Mutual, and American Commerce Insurance. Call Joe today, 486-4204. Cummings Agency, 164 North Hastings Street in Montgomery.
Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Pizza and More. Before the game, after the game, anytime, it's always pizza time at Pizza and More. Pizza and More on Highway 231 North on the Hill in Loogootee. Call today, 295-2222. Smith Sunoco, your full-service station, provides Sunoco gasoline, the official fuel of NASCAR. Stop by Smith's for oil change, tire repair, and convenience store items, including the Hoosier Lottery. Junction Highway 50 and 231 in Loogootee.
By Bailey Brothers Used Cars, your source for quality used cars in Martin County, with 2 locations serving Loogootee and Shoals.
Loogootee Collision Center, your full-service auto body repair shop. Lifetime warranty on repairs, loaner cars available, and bake on paint booth.
Trailer Fertilizer and Trailer Trucking, family owned and locally operated, serving the area since 1957. Stop in today or call Trailer Fertilizer or Trailer Trucking at 486-3285 and online at trailerfertilizerservice.com.
Hello, this is State Representative Mark Messmer, wishing the area girl volleyball teams the best of luck and thanking you for all your support. Paid for by markmesmer.com.
Divine Chiropractic at 404 JFK Avenue in Loogootee offers gentle techniques, x-rays, pain management, extremity adjustment, and therapies. We also accept insurance. Call Divine Chiropractic at 295-5600.
Well, Alan Williams, I think you said it best off the air there. You said the Lions are right there, but really when it counts, they just haven't been able to get done so far.
Yeah, now they've got to get over the hump. And we talked about, before we started this volleyball match, one of the keys, who makes the least amount of errors and service errors in that one, is basically what unraveled that contest for the Lady Lions. 2 service errors in a row, basically gift wrapped that for Barr-Reeve to take the second one.
Well, let's see if that completely deflates the Lions, or if we're going to be here till midnight.
You're talking about service errors. It was 8 thus far for the game, or for the match, in 2 games, and 3 for Barr-Reeve. I mean,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
More than these 2 teams are accustomed to, I guarantee it. 25-23 and 34-32. Barr-Reeve wins both. Well, I guess when you're number 1, you're that good, and you're at home, you're supposed to win the close ones. And they do. They've taken care of business. Lady Lions will have the serve. They've had the lead in both games early, but late is when it counts most. Dance serve, dug up by Taylor. Here we go in game 3. This crowd is worn out, and it'll be a point to the Lady Lions as Corey Cummings had to go out of bounds to get it, hit the net, and the Lady Lions have a 1-0 lead. Now Addison Dan. Sometimes a team up 2-0 can relax a little bit. I'm not sure if that's possible in a rivalry like this, but there's one almost into the net. Harmon will tap it over. Dan, Richardson, Beasley, 2-0 Lady Lions.
Great set. A little off balance that time by Demi, but she got it right where Bees wanted it, and Bees put it down for the kill.
And all you can do if you're the Lady Lions, climb back 1 point at a time. Forget about the first 2 games. It takes 3 to win the match. And another service error. Dan hits it in the net, 2-1. And the Lady Vikes will have Lindsey Graber come in to serve. Tierra Kenny sits down. So 2-1. The last 3 points for the Lady Vikings have been on Lady Lions service errors. 2 to end the game, basically, the last time. Graber hits it up. Richardson sets it up for Beasley in the middle. And
over the line.
Somebody, I think Demi maybe was over the line. Yep, number 1-5, and it's 2-2. That's kind of a shame for the Lady Lions because she had Beasley where she wanted her, right in the middle. Graber serving to the back row, dug up by Lamar. Not a good pass this time. Richardson runs it down, and Lauren Walton taps it over and gets the point off the hand of Harmon.
That time Harmon deflected that just enough to make it not any good for any other Lady Viking to get to it.
So 3-2, Lady Lions keep the lead. Weidler comes in, and Mariah Whiteside will sit down. Demi Richardson will serve for the Lady Lions. And she hits it to Graber. Graber now, Harmon. Good pass in the back row by Lamar. And there's Beasley. She gets another kill. It's 4-2.
And now Lady Lions are, setting Bees with ease, if you will. And she's had a couple good-looking kills to start off this third one.
And win or lose, it's unbelievable experience for the sophomores. Beasley, Ziegler, Richardson. And there's an ace by Richardson. It's 5-2. Diving after it was Graber, but couldn't get to it. I guess it's too much to ask if you're a Lady Lion fan for the Lady Lions to have a breather in this one, huh? 5-2 the score. Richardson hits it over and dug up again by Graber. And there's Harmon, tapped by Beasley at the net. And Remington Weidler saves it in the net, and Lauren Walton hits it over. Nice job by Remington going under the net. Ania Cisco. And it's going to be a point to the Lady Vikings as Hannah Lamar had to hit it out. 5-3. I think, Alan, you and I were talking, and Louis, you may know this, the last time the Lady Lions won, I believe, was down here in the sectional in this rivalry
in
the year after
2000,
Taylor.
Yeah.
The year after Taylor was an upset, and I don't think the Lady Lions have won a regular season or tournament since. 5-3 the score. Lady Lions have the lead, or they have the lead, and almost 6-3. They're running it down his net, and Graber hits it over. Good job of the Lady Vikes. Now the Lady Lions are going to have to run it down and some trickery to get it over, but it hits the rafters and falls back, and I guess that's in play.
If it hits and comes back on your side, you can hit it again, but if it's trying to go over.
So that would have been 4 hits if the Lady Lions would have hit it.
Yeah.
So 5-4 the score. Lady Lions have the lead. And we're tied now 5-5 off the serve from Graber and off the hands of Lamar. Or Jenna Knepp serving.
That's kind of been the Lady Lions mantra here tonight. They've looked extremely well at times, and then there's runs where they look extremely bad, and that's one of the extremely bad times.
It was 5-2 again. Now it's 5-5. And now it's, well, no, it's not 6-5 yet. Graber in the back row. Cisco serving. It'll be 6-5 somebody in a moment. It's just a matter of who. And it's going to be the Lady Vikings as Beasley went up, but Harmon blocked it.
Nice blocking by Barr-Reeve.
Is that the first block, I think, tonight?
6-5 is the score. Lady Vikings have the lead. So Lady Lions can't stand prosperity. They get the lead, but give it up. Jenna Knepp to serve. Lamar now. Richardson to Walton. Walton taps it into the back row. It's, again, Harmon. And it's off the hand of the Lady Lion. Deflected. Beasley in the middle. And Graber goes after it. Great save. Cisco winds up and gets the point. Ania Cisco hasn't been much of a factor, but it looks like she's starting to come alive a little bit here. 7-5 the score. She's not very tall, but she's another one of those that can, she's got very good timing and leaping ability. So the Lady Vikings now lead 7-5. Graber serves it. Now the Lady Lions, Walton. Another dig in the back row nicely by Cisco. Taylor from the back row. Now Dant will pass it up. And it's an overpass, but the Lions have it back. Remington Weidler into the back row. It'll be Cassidy Helm setting it up for Taya. And she tapped it over. Wow. It's 8-5. She jumped, but the ball landed whenever she was on the ground and tapped it over. It was almost like she was giving up the point.
She knew she mistimed it and then was able to push it across. Lady Lions were just caught over across the net looking with their mouths open.
That's a 6-0 run now for the Lady Vikes, and they have a three-point lead. And make it 4. Into the net, and into the net. Then the Lady Lions take a timeout. 9-5 in Game 3. The Lady Vikes already lead 2-0. Back after this on LooGootee.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by TNR Mechanics for all your auto repair needs. Call TNR Mechanics, 295-3356, located at 1112 West Broadway in Loogootee.
By Bomax Drive-In in Shoals. Hungry? Stop by Bomax, serving homemade coaties and hand-dipped onion rings since 1960. Bomax Drive-In. Call 247-3241.
And by White River Outfitters. For all your canoeing and archery needs, see White River Outfitters today, 314 Main Street in Shoals.
Well, the Lady Lions did what they had to do early. They jumped out early, but again, as in Game 1 and Game 2, haven't been able to hold the lead.
Greg, we do want to thank the folks at RTC Communications, of course, New Wave Communications as well, for allowing us to bring this video to you this evening. And hopefully we can do a few more projects with them in the future. It's a dandy. It is, if you're not a fan of either team.
9-5, the Lady Vikes have the serve, and they get it back in the back row. And now Cisco winds up again, blocked by Beasley. And Nepp is close to the net, but Harmon hits it out. Oh, it might have been out, but Addison Dan tried to run it down, and she hit it out.
Well, that would have been close, and that's one like Louis was talking about earlier. You've got to try to make a play on it.
10 to 5.
If you're close there, and it.
Lady Vikings threatening to blow this third game open. 10 to 5. There's the serve. Richardson now to Walton. Walton hits it. My goodness, she just.
I think she was aiming at Jeff Doyle.
Yeah. 11 to 5 is the score. And Lauren trying to brush it off. 11-5. That is 9 in a row now by the Lady Vikes. Dug up by the Lady Lions that time. Beasley trying to stop the bleeding, but the Lady Vikes will have another chance. And there is Cisco gets the point.
Boy, great short set that time. Cisco pounds it home, and Barr-Reeve running away with this one.
Well, the Lady Lions seniors are just going to have to group the team together.
That's a third kill for Cisco this game, and none for Ty Harmon or Haley Taylor.
10 points in a row. Nepp serves it. Richardson now to Beasley, and Beasley gets the point finally as it goes off the backboard. And it's 12 to 6, and now Michaela will go to the back row trying to get the Lady Lions back into this one. Ziegler, for the first time, gets in this game. You know it's not good whenever you have her on the bench for the first 18 points of the game. 12-6, Lady Lions trailing. There's an overpass, and there's Lauren Walton for the point, 12-7. So Lauren got the overpass from the back roll of the Lady Vikings and got the point.
Jenna Nepp, I believe that time, just inched a little over the line.
12-7 is the score, and Beasley serves it up. Not a good set. Lady Lions get another point. Not a good pass by Helms in the back row. And it's 12-8. Michaela somehow makes it very difficult to receive. It looks hard enough, but we don't see the angle that the Lady Vikings see it. Now Taylor hits it up in the back row. Harmon to Cisco. She'll have to tap it over. Ziegler, or rather Richardson to Walton. Walton down the back row. There's Draper. Jenna Nepp in the middle to Harmon. It's blocked, and the Lady Lions will have another chance. In the middle is Ziegler. Ziegler puts it down and gets the point. Nepp did a nice job of getting it, but she could pass it only in the net. And it's 12-9, 3 in a row now for the Lions.
Neither one of us would even got a hand on it. So great job by Jenna there.
And there's looked like a great serve, but Michaela again served it just a little long. And those have been killers tonight. 13-9.
Boy, we talked about that beforehand, Greg. Service errors and basically, the unforced errors, and that was going to cost.
And the Lady Lions are over the net. Not a good pass in the back row. Over the line, I should say, is Demi Richardson. And it's 14-9. Well, this match might end up, it may not, but might end up being 3-0, but it'd be the most exciting 3-0 game we've done. 14-10 as Harmon hits it in the net. I think some of them are just wearing, when you do the jump serve, you've got to get tired at some point. Even though it's only game 3, a lot of points have gone on the board. Brooke Nante will come in and serve.
Well, the time, normally we'd be ready to go home by now.
Yep. 14-10. Brooke Nante to serve for the Lady Lions, trying to get them back in it. And there is Haley Taylor, blocked by Ziegler. Harmon is there, and a chance now for Cisco. She taps it over. Ackerman, Richardson, Nante got it over. Good job by the Lady Lions. Nepp, there's Taylor. And a great try by Richardson, but not great enough. Haley Taylor pounds it down.
I'll tell you what, it was a nice, valiant effort to get it back across, but the great received that time by Barr-Reeve. Great set and another great kill.
15-10, the Lady Vikes have the lead here in Game 3. They lead 2 games to none. Tanisha Graber serves it, and it's a point to the Lady Vikings. Wagner and Nante both hit it into the rafters, into the stands, and it's 16-10. And now the Lady Vikings are stretching that lead out every so little. And as it gets late, The Lady Lions are in trouble. Graber to Lamar. Richardson. There's Ziegler. Blocked by Taylor. Ziegler now hits it way out. 17-10. I'll tell you what, the Lady Lions, I don't think, expected to see the blocking that they've seen tonight, and it's been terrific.
And they really haven't seen that good of blocking coming into the contest here tonight, as they're warm-ups for this. And Shoals and Washington, you didn't see a whole lot of blocking.
17-10. Wagler hits it into the net. 18-10. Timeout, Coach Wade. The Lady Lions have to get up early in the morning and play 3 matches down at Jasper in a tournament with some very good teams, but they're in danger now of losing this one 3-0. It's 18-10 in Game 3. Back after this on LoogootTribune.com.
By First National Bank of Odin, locally owned since 1890. Small enough to know you, large enough for all of your financial needs. Locations in Odin, Montgomery, Elnora, and Plainville.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by Hawkins Health Center, 211 Southeast 1st Street in Loogootee. Hawkins Health Center, providing chiropractic care. Call today, 295-3346.
One thing's for sure, if we want a good sectional championship, they better seed this where these two are in the opposite bracket.
Yeah, wouldn't it be a shame? These two teams opened up the sectional. The sectional being at Loogootee.
And of course, we will air that live on Razor 94.5 as we have.
And LoogootTribune.com for those of you around the country tonight tuning in. Viking and Lion fans, 18-10. There's the serve. And Ziegler pounds it down. It's 18-11. The Lions have a long uphill climb. And it starts 1 point at a time. As Whiteside comes in to serve and Wagler sits down. 18-11. Mariah Whiteside serving. And Nepp digs it up. There's Haley Taylor. Count it. 19-11.
Oh, nice set that time. Haley got it with a little short set right where she wanted it, in the wheelhouse, and pounds it down the line.
We talked early on about the Lady Lions being inconsistent. Well, they played a couple of pretty good games, but they've had some lapses, and particularly in this third game. And they're going to have to get more consistent to battle Barr-Reeve in the sectional should they play them. 19-11. And now the Ziegler gets it over to the Lady Vikings. Taylor winds up, but it's tapped and deflected, and Richardson now to Ziegler. Ziegler hits it in the net. What's going on now? 20-11.
I think that's just tired girls out there now. How many times have we seen them hit it into the net on this third one?
Tired legs. 20-11.
Missed timing, and it's not getting it when the ball's on the rise.
Served by Corey Cummings. Richardson to Ziegler. She'll try it again, and she has it dug up. And now it'll be Tiara Kinney. Good dig by Lamar all the way up to the ceiling. Ziegler hits it in the net again. 21-11. And that's where Christina is just not where she wants to be yet. You know, when she's a senior, she's going to be so much better. I don't even think she has her driver's license yet, but she's a little tired right now. 21-11. Nate with a nice dig in the back row. Abby Ackerman hits it over. There's the set to Kinney. And over the line, the Lady Vikings, and it's 21-12. The first two games were instant classics. And this one would certainly be that, too, if the Lady Lions would happen to come back. But they've got a long uphill climb. 21-12, they trail it, 2-0. Hannah Lamar serving. Hit up. And there is Kinney again. Lamar again is right there. Richardson in the middle to Beasley. And Beasley gets the point off the hand of Felicia Graber. 21-13 as the Lions try to inch their way a little bit closer. First game, the Lady Lions had a little bit of a lead, but lost it 25-23. And a little bit of a lead, not much. Lost game 2, 34-32. Now there is Cummings to Taylor, taps it over. Lions have to get every point now. Richardson to Abby. Ackerman hits it in, and the Lady Lions get the point off the kill from Abby, 21-14. 34-32 after a 25-23 first game Viking win. Now Hannah Lamar hits it over. Dug up the back row, passed up. There is Taylor hitting it, and Lamar will hit it out. And 22-14, so the Lady Lions' little run there, 3 in a row, has been stopped. Well, the Lady Lions look like they may go home disappointed tonight, but regular season game. And the Lady Vikes, it appears, with a couple of more blue chip conference wins over North Knox and WC, will win the conference outright. Nate digs it up. There's Beasley. She gets the kill, 22-15. And if the Lady Vikings do win this, it'll be year number 21 that the Lady Lions have not won an outright blue chip, as strong a tradition as they've had. And they won't tie for it this year unless Barr-Reeve would stumble. 22-15 though, this one's not done yet. Lady Vikings have the lead. Addison Dant to serve. Dug up with an overpass. The Lady Lions are there, but the Lady Vikes have a chance. It's Harmon, blocked by Beasley. Beasley will hit it over, blocked by Harmon. And Harmon, or rather what they call Lady Lion point. A lift maybe. 22-16. 22-16. Addison Dant will serve for the Lady Lions. They have Hannah Bullock in the back row now, along with Tanisha Graber and Taya Harmon do the Vikings. Good serve, ace. That's a real good serve. And Hannah Bullock and Tanisha Graber, watch that one go between them.
And Amber DeCourcy was looking out there, and neither one of the girls looked back to check and see what her expression was on that.
22-17. Addison Dant to serve again. And this one is nice dig by the freshman Bullock. Harmon gets the point. 23-17. Hannah Bullock, the first time, looked like a freshman. Kind of didn't know where the ball was. That time, she looked like a seasoned veteran diving after it and saving the point. So the Lady Vikes are 2 points away from the match. It'll be Lindsay Graber to serve. Hannah Lamar. And overpass, but Richardson digs it out of the net, and there's Mariah Wysack to save it. Corey Cummings, Ania Cisco along the net, so it'll be a point to the Lady Lions. And it's 23-18 as Remington Wagler comes in.
Well, the officials have done an excellent job here tonight. That would tire you and I out, lifting your arm and
the Lions
keeping track of the calls here.
Best server, Demi Richardson. She's even served one out tonight, but she gets the point here off the hand of Lindsay Graber. The Lady Lions have a little bit of a life. 23-19, they trail it here in Game 3.
Back within 4. I'm surprised maybe she may not call a timeout here.
They've one more, and she will. Richardson served, another good one, dug up by Bullock. There's a set to Harmon. Harmon will have to hit it into the back row. Addison Dant will hit it into the crowd. And now the Lady Vikes, as Remington Wagler dives into the crowd, and it looks like she's okay, but that's kind of scary. 24-19. And now serving is Jenna Neff for a 3-0 Viking match. 24-19. Now we're ready. Neff serving for the match. LeVar hits it up. Richardson to Beasley. Beasley says, not yet. 24-20.
Boy, that was a great set that time, and nice kill down the line for Beasley.
Much of the crowd has gone home, but still a terrific crowd here even toward the end. Another point, and it is over. Michaela Beasley serves. Graber for the win. Harmon blocked. And that's going to be hit over by the Lady Lions. A good save. Cisco now. Blocked again, and the Lady Lions get the block, but the Lady Vikings save it again. Richardson in the middle to Ziegler for the kill, and the Lady Lions are within 3, 24-21.
A great volley on both sides that time. Nice set. Ziegler up that time. She had legs that time.
There's the timeout, Lou, by Amber, trying to settle them down. She doesn't want to get this back to a tie game or even a one-point game. 24-21 as we leave it here. And guys, even if it's 3-0, yes, tonight the Lady Vikings look like the better team, but I think we've seen enough to know that if they play a sectional championship at Loogootee, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, I'm not sure, when Barr-Reeve went to, 34-32 in that second game, I think that might have been a little bit of a factor in Loogootee getting down, 20-11 or something like that.
Yeah, they were. So they dug back into it a little bit.
Yeah, they have.
21.
It's not over.
Still match point, but the Lions Beasley to serve. Hits it over, dug up by Bullock. And there is Harmon in the middle. She puts it away and puts the match away. The Lady Vikings close it out in 3 tonight, and they remain undefeated, and they will have a great chance to win the Blue Chip Conference outright with only North Knox and WC in the way, and they will remain number 1. Game 1, they win 25-23. Game 2, a game for the ages, 34-32.
Wow.
And the Lady Lions got down 20-11 and battled back, but not far enough. They lose game 3, 25-21. So we'll take a quick break, come back with our post game. We'll wrap this one up from Kavanaugh Kourt in a moment on LooGooteeTribune.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Builder's Best Lumber and Hardware for all of your building needs, lumber and hardware supplies. Builder's Best, 710 Industrial Avenue, Loogootee. Call 295-2400.
Ball tonight, Rick. Why not? As always, Barr-Reeve and Loogootee, the energy so high. Student section's jacked up for this one. Loogootee serving here. This is perfect volleyball by the Vikings. Pass set perfectly to Taya Harmon for the spike, and that is why they're number 1 in the state. The Lions answer right back. Lauren Walton serving this time. It's not so easy for the Vikings. Walton with some wicked English on that, and she drops it in for the ace. But at the end of the day, Barr-Reeve just too good tonight. This time it's Haley Taylor coming down strong with the kill, and the Vikings making a statement on the home court tonight in front of a packed house. They send Loogootee home with the 3 games to none loss.
Congratulations to Barr-Reeve. Barr-Reeve number 1 in the state, Loogootee 3rd in the state. Again,
Well, Greg Bateman, Lou Kavanaugh, Al Williams back on LooGooteeTribune.com, and I guess it's hard to call a 3-0 match a classic, but a point here, a point there, and the Lady Lions might have won at 3-0, but they didn't, and the Lady Vikings remain undefeated.
Of course, 25-21 the last game, but 25-23 the first game. Very close, but 9 service errors compared to 4 for Barr-Reeve. I think that was probably the difference there, because it was just close enough. And obviously in that second,
yeah, certainly the difference.
And that could have been the deciding, because you're right. With the way these 2 teams battled here on the court tonight, come sectional time, it's anybody's. I mean, it's
the better team, Allen, normally gets those type of breaks that makes the breaks for themselves. Now the Lady Lions in crucial times had the service error. Tonight the Lady Vikings were the better team. But as we mentioned, not so much better that the Lady Lions can't feel good about themselves going into the tournament.
And that's one of the things that the coaches are going to have to tell them. You know, yeah, it's not a win in the win-loss column, but you played right there with him. And come sectional time, if you do take care of the ball, do the things right that you need to do, then the win-loss column will take care of itself. So we talked about that before the game. You know, unforced errors being the key in this one, and as old Lou said, service errors really killed the Lady Lions here tonight.
Well, and I think the experience of 2 seniors, Taylor and Harmon, against Ziegler and Beasley, you know, they're doing good for sophomores, but you know, in 2 years, what are they going to be like? And Taylor and Harmon have progressed so much, and there were some times tonight that maybe Ziegler's or Beasley's, you know, kills went out, where they may not in the future.
In 2 years, what are they going to be like? The Lady Lion fans are wondering in 3 weeks, what will they be like, and will it be a different story? Well, the Lady Lions have the task of getting up in the morning, heading down to Jasper and playing 3 matches. And so it'll be a good test for the young squad. And I say young, they've got some great veterans, seniors, leadership, but their big hitters are mostly sophomores. And we'll see what they're made of tomorrow after this game and see if they can bounce back.
Definitely so. But as you said, it all comes out with that draw, which is going to happen very shortly. And
it is, I think, October 12th, maybe. I've got it here somewhere. But
I think you're right.
I think the 20th is the first night, I think.
The draw actually is October 10th. October 18th is actually the first match throughout the state. I'm not sure what we will do here. I say here, it'll be at Loogootee. But it's going to be
at Thursday and Saturday?
It has been, yeah. Saturday morning and then Saturday evening. Jeff Rohr over there. So the Lady Lions drop this one. They fall to a measly 17-2, but more importantly 5-1 in the blue chip. And the Lady Vikings go to 23-0, 6-0 in the blue chip, and looks like they might have another trophy in that blue chip conference case.
It's a whale of a matchup, and as we said, if you came out just to watch and weren't a fan of either team, you got your money's worth, and we hope the folks on TV got a kick out of it as well.
Well, we want to thank Darby Smith and Gary Schwartzentruber, our camera folks tonight, and Olu Kavanaugh tonight getting the first volleyball game in, and really it's something you almost have to work yourself into, doesn't it? It's such a fast pace, and these two teams go at it. You can't just stats, but it gets hard, doesn't it?
Well, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it because I let you guys do the talking through the game.
So I guess the next time, though, we'll be together will be about 3.5 weeks, and who's going to play the first game of the sectional? Well, let's hope it's not these two teams, but if it is, it is, and, it's been that way before, but it'll be epic, and that'll be at Jack Butcher. So for Alan Williams, Olu Kavanaugh, we'll see you just a little bit down the road. This is Greg Bateman. And you've been listening to the Lady Lions and the Lady Vikings. And tonight, the Lady Vikings winning 3-0. But listen to these scores, 25-23, 34-32, and 25-21. And you've been listening to tonight's game on LoogooteeTribune.com.
The preceding has been a presentation of LoogooteeTribune.com in cooperation with RTC Communications Cable Channel 5 and New Wave Communications Cable Channel 23. Tonight's high school girls volleyball broadcast has been proudly presented in part by Smith Sunoco, Builder's Best Lumber and Hardware, by Bailey Brothers Used Cars in Shoals and Loogootee, Loogootee Collision Center, Trailer Fertilizer Service, Trailer Trucking, by Indiana State Representative Mark Mesmer, First National Bank of Odin, T&R Mechanics, by Bomax Drive-In in Shoals, White River Outfitters, by Divine Chiropractic, Promises Photography, by the Cummings Agency, Joe Cummings Insurance in Montgomery, by Pizza and More, and by Hawkins Health Center.